When setting up your Google Classroom Synergy Sync with a pre-made Google Classroom, the first thing you need to have set is your Google Classroom. In your Google Classroom, make sure that you have copied your Google Classroom code. Once you have that copied, return to Synergy and go to your Google Universal settings. You only have to do this once for all of your classes. When you open your Google Universal settings, click on the settings control icon, and you can turn on session sync or not, depending on whether or not you want your computer to sync automatically every time you log into Synergy. Default assignment type can be set to whichever assignment type you want to use from your current Synergy gradebook settings. Most important is the default points value. By default, it is set to a specific number. You do not want to use this in almost all cases. If you are running a percentages-based gradebook, you want to change this to match max score value. Once you click that setting, scroll to the bottom and click Done. You are now ready to turn on your sync. From here, we are going to go to the Gradebook menu, Gradebook Setup. In the Gradebook Setup menu, you are going to come to the Class Settings menu. Here in Class Settings, you are going to go to the row for the classroom you are syncing. On the left, you will see the blue Edit button. When you hover close to it, that Edit button shows up. Click Edit and then turn on the Google Classroom. Once that says Enabled, open the Advanced Options, and here in the class code, you are going to paste the class code that we copied from Google. Finally, come down here to the Sync Google Assignments From, click in that box and make sure it is set to the first day of the current semester. Once you have that done, you will click on Save in the upper right-hand corner. When you click Save, you will see it says Setting up Google Classroom, and then it begins the sync. As it runs through this sync process, you will simply have to wait. Now Google Classroom says On. To check and see if this sync worked, click on your class selector and notice that the class has a Google G next to it. You have now successfully synced your Google Classroom.